welcome to the Bomber edition, Friday edition of the Bomber Breakfast Show. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. Another time to celebrate life, another time to be thankful to God Almighty. I always like to put God first in everything I do. But whatever thing I get to do is not by my power, rather by my mind, but of course by the special grace of God. Another weekend, and I'm grateful to God because it's not everyone who saw last weekend. I seen this weekend, but we are privileged to see today. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, as much as we're all celebrating that it's Friday because there will be lesser work and you're going to rest, you're going to relax, there is no one bear. No, there is a saying that we always get to see on this set long time before now, that don't let the weekend, the wicked you stay alive. Make sure you are alive. There is no other thing you can do for us to stay alive, be alive. I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Femi, and of course I have my colleague in the house this morning. We are both seated on the table this morning to dissect, like he always said, without any form of bias. His name is Stanley Paul Ikao. He knows I like to call his food. Stanley, good morning, Ekaro.
Why are you sounding like
Ekaro? Ologin kinyo. E get area where you grow. Now waiting they wake you.
You have introduced me. Allow me to talk.
When you have introduced me, allow me to talk. I can tell you to hold your thoughts.
Well, I am also the co-host, mind you. So I am
as
not
long
the
as
guest.
host did here.
It no matter. Something happened yesterday. May you not discover your talent when you are old. Unfortunately. This guy actually discovered the talent when he went to Obafemi Awolowo University.
Voila.
And he don't know old that time.
Voila.
The only difference is he has not started growing grey hair. That's the only difference.
Okay.
My name is Stanley Paul Ikao, and thank you so much for always keeping it a day with us on the Bumper Breakfast, and not just the Bumper Breakfast, every other program in our usual character, culture, and tradition. We're here to bring you nothing but the best of information, like I've always said, that you can use. Without sentiments and bias, we are always factual, and that's why in the last 10 years and since the inception of this program, DSS for appearance, police never call us. We've not been arraigned. I don't know if Rio has visited the police station, but he has not been detained. That's to tell you that
le detain or go possible. It's not possible.
Let's enjoy Friday together.
It's a free Friday show, right? And that's what we do on Bumper Breakfast Show on Friday. We like to express ourselves, we like to have fun. So if you are the over serious person and serious person,
Army anyhow.
I mean,
don't go express yourself anyhow in front of the military.
But okay. I had recently I traveled to Abuja and I went to host
I didn't know. You told me that you traveled.
Okay, thank you. A funeral, and one of the late woman's son is a brigadier general, and then there were military guys around, plenty. See, this guy go stop me, make a no talk joke. I started the joke from them, and at the end I apologized. Nah, joke.
No
be to go outside now. You say, hey, MC, come stay here because I will obey.
I will need that.
But to be sincere, these guys are fantastic people.
Yeah.
It's like you are a doctor. When you get to work, you are the most serious person on earth. Because you don't joke with human life. I always say after Jesus Christ, after God, Jesus Christ, doctors, when it comes to life, because they are lifesavers. So we appreciate the military personnel, appreciate the medical personnel, because when there was COVID, even the military could not function very well. But the medical personnel were at the forefront. They fought and they tried their best. All right, let's go straight to today's event. And something is happening in the social space. It's a very controversial matter. So let's just get to talk it quickly. And let me see what Stanley Paul Ikawo is going to say, because he recently behind the camera just said something, and we're going to have like a disagreement, an agreement on it, but I decided not to say anything right? I want us to get the camera. I wanted to talk. I was trying to short him out because I don't want him to waste that beautiful analysis. Yes, and I'll take you through that. The president is under pressure. His Excellency number one citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He doesn't like when I say that, but I love saying it because it is sweet me when I talk that thing.
It is sweet you. It pay me, right?
Tinubu, aka Jagaban, is under pressure as Tinubu may drop controversial names from the pardon list. When I saw the list and a lot of Nigerians came out to express themselves about the president releasing a drug baron, a drug dealer, a former kidnapper, a retired bandit, a repentant, this and that and all. People started complaining. The truth is, the prison is called Correctional Center for a reason. It means no matter how bad you are at a point, we negotiate to have peace in some jurisdiction or some area, city, whichever you want to call it. He might want to subscribe to it. I don't want to sit down here to defend the president because I don't like a lot of things that is happening in the country, but because I'm a realist. And Stanley always says, if we constructively criticize the government, we have to criticize whatever you do, either good or bad. If you do good, they want to tell you that you can do better. If you do good, they want to tell you that you can do better. If you do bad, they want to tell you that this is bad, right? But Stanley, you about to say something, before we start about, it was like, does the president know what he's doing at all? If you are going to pardon some people for serious offense, did you do your research? Did you call the lawyer? Did you check through their file? Did you see the graffiti or you see the consequences of the punishment before you decided you want to pardon them? You cannot pardon a sin you don't know about. Stanley Poikau, you say you are not Poikau. You say you are not a guest. You are
when it comes to matters like this, and not just the Council of State.
Not a guest. You are
when it comes to matters like this, and not just the Council of State. It's what he presented to the Council of State. That's number one. Number two, over time, we know what the law says. Now, before I continue, I understand that we run a democratic system of government. The military system, once an order is given, it is execution immediately. For pardon, plea bargain, and all whatnot. I understand that Mr. President may not have all the time to vet the list presented to him that he has sent it on for pardon. However, I am sure he would have been briefed before he assented on that list. Mr. President, this person committed this crime. Now, who are the notable names? Who are the people that committed high-ranked criminal cases? There are some names that ordinarily you and I don't know, but the ones that have drawn Punch newspaper this morning. Now, the president also pardoned Major S. Alabi Akubo, a that saw former is it camp president or PFA president Ayo Shedafo, that his jet was used to move this thing under Jonathan's era. How come those military men at that point, at that time, have not been tried and convicted? That's the one. Just in Lagos or South that domain. Now, illegal possession of prohibited firearms, among others, and one Kelvin Prosper Onera, whose kidnapping worry Benue and Oyo. We don't have any reason to blame the president for what's it called now? Releasing bandits into the society. See, proper evaluation needs to be done before you take any decision as a president. You know why? Whether it's his master strategies or not, he's sitting on the gunpowder, and he should know the annoyance of all the names. But there are some different offices and different people vetting it and say, okay, Mr. President, I have gone through it. He signed that pardon. Now he wants to go back. He wants to go back to do what? To vet the names now.
Is that a bad idea?
It's not a bad idea, but like I said, it should have been done before now.
Now it wasn't done before now. And then there is a realization it did not, because Nigerian politicians are always kind of scared and skeptical.
Let's not even use politicians now. Political office holders. Because
they are always scared to reverse their decision because of what opposition parties will say. But now the president is taking, a very bold step by saying, I am going to check through the list again, and if these people don't deserve the pardon we gave them, they should continue serving their term.
And that's why I said the Attorney General of the Federation should first be blamed.
Not in this case, you think he should be blamed or he should be sacked?
Well,
this is a very serious error.
Now you are aligning what I'm saying.
Mr. I don't President, like to align with you.
There's no point aligning with what I'm saying. It's a statement of fact because what is the job? I am sure different lawyers combined this list.
Person align with somebody that does not.
So honestly speaking, I think because we are approaching the electioneering period.
Yeah.
This is what, yes, as much as ADC are not in order, these are things you don't allow your opposition to do.
Let me, I don't want to play the devil's advocate, but I want to say that Kelvin you mentioned that seriously disturbed the South especially. When he got arrested, do you think a lot of Nigerians knew this guy was arrested?
Well, they may not know.
Why?
Because
if they had released this guy and arranged, okay.
Now, the same way you and I did not know who this guy is or was when he was perpetrating all this funny act or illegal act as it were, it's the same way we didn't know until he was released. Some persons know all of these persons.
Yes.
Now, the moment he leaves this country, trust me,
it's somebody.
It will get to our ears.
Do you think? I'm not saying they get to do it, but it was alleged that Bobrisky did not even serve the actual jail time he was supposed to. He was somewhere in one hotel. We were in a country and he spent 6 months, and he came back to retain his seat in the Senate. He was paid all the 6 months salary and allowances he wasn't given. And then he was even giving them option that he wants, it was in the news, he wants a place where he can stretch his leg, where it's convenient, and they will always tell you there is a view. If you arrest, sometimes I just get to think that what if the president was trying to use the release or pardon on these people as a negotiation that will benefit the general populace? What if
negotiation?
Yes.
Now, how do you negotiate with someone who has taken?
We are in a Western. We'll tell you when you release 20 Israelites. When you release 20 Israelites for what if is on a negotiation basis.
Now, how do you negotiate in this country? Give an instance. Let me take your mind back to one song Wyclef sang.
Wait, Stanley. Before you get to say or anything you want to say, I just really want to make it clear, and of course to let you know that sometimes you might have to release one person to save thousands. Sometimes you might have to release one person to save thousands of lives.
Okay. Well, like I said, I was saying something earlier on. Wyclef Jean sang one song. You understand?
Okay.
And till date, you cannot pardon someone who has taken human lives. You cannot pardon someone who has taken human lives. Human lives. If it's a criminal offense, yes.
So what do you say to the repentant Boko Harams that were not even?
And that's why I said
to the repentant Boko Harams that were not even.
And that's why I said if Mr. President is justifying what he has done as a result of the inadequacies of Lateef Fagbemi that has done as a result of the inadequacies of Lateef Fagbemi that to General of the Federation and some persons who compiled this list.
So you are blaming this guy.
They are operating on was amended. It's the same military constitution that was only amended to put in.
That's what I'm saying. Now the president just acted according to the constitution, but we are blaming the president for acting according.
The constitution does not say pardon someone who has taken human lives.
The constitution gives the president
to
the
pardon
power
inmates.
To pardon
inmates.
Regardless.
Inmates.
Regardless.
So if you're sentenced to death by a firing squad and it has been pronounced by the judge, the president has the power. Okay.
Why is Obasanjo not dead by now?
That's the military.
No, I'm asking. It's still the same military constitution you said that got amended, and the military can as well pardon you.
And you remember,
it's not everybody the military sentence that they killed. Otherwise, Obasanjo would have been dead by
But
now. And Obasanjo is a living witness.
But over a huge number of them.
Stanley, even with this name that the president pardoned, those names will still be sent to the Senate.
Okay.
According to Buhari, he said, and I quote, that he does not like the civilian government because for every decision you want to make, you have to take each step at a time. You cannot just sit down and say, oh, there is public holiday tomorrow, and everybody goes public holiday. You have to contact the Senate, you have to contact the rep, they have to say, go and kill. Head of state can just say, go and kill 24 people. They offended, blah, 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 firing squad. The next morning, they are going to kill them. But in a civilian government, the president say, oh, so how many people have signed? The governors even hardly sign death sentence or to kill by hanging or thereabout. So it's pathetic when I feel like the constitution is even the one holding the president to do something. You want to say something?
All right, maybe we'll just really do this quick as fast as possible so we know we have enough time to dissect, discuss, and analyze everything, as much as we still want to bring your children.
I never reached the bone.
All right, quickly let's run through the Lions International. We have a package for you, and it's the Lions International Multiple District 404 Nigeria. They had an event on mental health and well-being colloquium. The event was put together to mark World Mental Day, which took place at the Oromio Hall at the Airport Hotel. So, our director, if you're ready, please, let's take that. When we come back, definitely, I'm only the co-host, he's the host. When we come back, the program continues. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Bob Baby Fast continues in a bit.
Lions International Multiple District 404 Nigeria put together a special program to mark World Mental Day, tagged Mental Health and Well-being Colloquium, held at Oromio Hall, Lagos Airport Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. The special event was graced by Council of Governors, Lions leaders, Lions, Leos, school students, medical practitioners, and NDLEA representatives. The gathering was called together by Lion Jide Bello at 10:26 a.m.
Today, 10th of October, globally is being regarded as a world mental. For us in the NP44 Nigeria, we are privileged to have this one day set aside as a mental health and well-being colloquium. At 10:26 a.m., I hereby have the pleasure to call this gathering to order. Thank you.
The program started on a notable note with the Nigerian Pledge and Lions Prayer, followed by Lions International Purpose and Code of Ethics.
Service-minded people to serve their community without personal reward and to encourage efficiency and promote high ethical standards in commerce, industry, profession, public work, and private endeavors. This is the international purpose. Thank you.
My nation, my state, and my community. To give to them my unswerving loyalty in word, act, and deed. To give to them freely of my time, labor, and means. To aid my fellow kind by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my hate to the weak, and my substance to the needy. To be careful with my criticism and liberal with my praise. to build up and not to destroy. Lions full of edge.
Lion Jide Bello delivered a warm speech.
Act that was signed in 2021. So it's only in the Lagos State and Ekiti State. Other states have not been able to record it who have volunteered to make the world a better place, like what we do in livestock. As lions and the bills, other service-minded people must consider our mental health, realizing that no one is immune to mental disorder. We need a sound body and mind to save the other. Once again, I welcome you all, and let me leave you with the word of A. Jackson Brown Jr. He says, and I quote, "Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more." I wish you all a wonderful learning and sharing experience as we are the speakers of the day. We fight all that.
Lion Adebanjo narrated Hello View of mental health and well-being.
Many mental health conditions and where healthcare is easily accessible. Effective and visible strategies exist to promote, protect, and restore mental health. Addressing variables can affect infrastructure, community support. All this can relieve stress levels and a high power committee has been working on the implementation of a vibrant mental health and well program. At this point, I want to recognize all the committee members that have worked selflessly in the last 2 months to ensure that we are here today. Please kindly be observant.
Up next is Lion Songs.
Lion, my mother no be lion. I am a lion. I am proud to serve. My father no be lion. My mother no be lion. I am a lion. Join us, come on. Lionism is for me and you. Religion is no barrier. Profession is no barrier. You are the chairman. I am a banker. You are a tea.
Comrade Akeem Olalekan Dauda, Honorable Chairman of Ikeja Local Government, in his speech, commended Ikeja Lions Club for being a beacon of hope to Ikeja community. He also highlighted various health centers established by the local government.
In your vast experience in the high care, we also seek collaborations in other areas such as environmental sanitation, educational support, particularly in upgrading